friends, welcome back. My name is Dawn and this is Living a Word-Filled Life, and we are continuing our study on fruits of the Spirit. And this week we are discussing faithfulness. So like we always do, we're going to do a quick review and then get right into the new topic. We learned that when we declare that Jesus is Lord of our life, when we make him Lord of our life, it comes with all these benefits and all these perks. Not only do you get salvation, and we see that in Romans 10:9, you also get a comforter. So you get someone to help you along the way with day-to-day life, and that's the Holy Spirit. We saw that in John 14:26. So what happens is the Holy Spirit is here and he gives us limitless supplies of these fruits of the Spirit. And we see what they are in Galatians chapter 5, verse 22 and 23. And it says, the Holy Spirit produces this kind of fruit in our lives: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. There is no law against these things. So what we've covered so far, and if you've missed some, feel free to go back and look at those. We've already covered love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, and goodness. So this week we are talking about faithfulness. And faithfulness is defined as someone who is loyal, constant, and steadfast. And first of all, we need to recognize that God is faithful. He is all of those things. He is loyal, he is constant, and he is steadfast. And we see that throughout the Bible, but let's take a look at 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 9, and this is from the Passion Translation. And it says, God is forever faithful and can be trusted to do this in you. For he has invited you to co-share the life of his Son, Jesus, the Anointed One, our King. So we can partake of his faithfulness through our relationship with Jesus. And we're made in his image. And since he is faithful, then we are able to be faithful as well. We are designed to be faithful. Let's take a look at Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 9. And it says, know therefore that the Lord your God, he is God, the faithful God, who keeps his covenant and his loving kindness to 1,000th generation with those who love him and keep his commandments. So it says that we need to keep God's commandments, but does that mean we need to be perfect? No, no one's perfect. Nobody but Jesus was perfect. But God is faithful to us. He gave us forgiveness through Jesus, and that is how we become perfected in the Spirit through Jesus. And every day, God gives us new grace and mercy every day because we mess up every day. So it says in Lamentations 3:23 that they are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. So what happens then when God is faithful, but we refuse? We refuse to be faithful. Let's see what the word says. It says in 2 Timothy 2, verse 13, if we are faithless, he remains faithful, for he cannot deny himself. So no matter when you are not faithful, God still remains faithful. And there were decades when I barely went to church. I was part of the C&E crowd, Christmas and Easter. And I have to tell you this because I've come a long way. My prayer life consisted of wishing on a star. Serious. I would see the first star at night. It was starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight. And I would say, I wish that I could be a better Christian. That was my star prayer. That was it. I did that as an adult. I was like in my 20s and 30s when I was doing this, like seriously. And I'm sure God's up there going, oh, someday she'll come around. But even with that, I so was not faithful But God was faithful. He is always faithful. So he's always waiting there for us. And he knows when, the exact moment, we're going to get it and come around and start to have a relationship with him. And I can 1,000,000,000% guarantee you that my life has gotten so much better since I have a relationship with Jesus, with God, with the Holy Spirit. Because a little star prayer, that ain't it, my friend. That is not the way to go. But as I matured and started to be faithful to God and started putting him first, I could see his faithfulness to me. And it'll work the same for you. The Holy Spirit has unlimited faithfulness for us. We just need to be partakers of it. So you be blessed, and I really, really appreciate you being here. And I missed you, Jamie, and we'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.